Big Dog 97.9. Let's begin.
We start with our first laugh. Jim Gaffigan talking about unicyclists.
Never see a unicyclist on the highway. You know why? Because they're all dead. Is there any bigger attention grab than riding a unicycle? I guess a pogo stick, right? What was the pitch for the pogo stick? It's a stick you can jump on twice and then fall on your face. Interesting. If you practice, do you get better? Not at all, no. I'll take one. But unicyclists, they act like they don't want the attention. They always have that super casual look on their face, but their legs are so frantic. They're always like, oh, hey, what's going on, everyone? Oh, I'm not doing anything. Does anyone have 3 bowling pins I could juggle? I could annoy you with 2 unnecessary skills. That joke takes way too much effort.
Purple Haze.
Knowledge Nugget time. Oklahoma is the only state to have an official state meal.
That's strange.
And it is something.
If I were guessing, it would be like a chicken fried steak.
All right. Well, here you go. It is fried okra, cornbread, barbecue pork, squash, biscuits and gravy, biscuits, grits, corn, strawberries, chicken fried steak, pecan pie, and black-eyed peas. That's
so. Just to shorten that up, the Oklahoma official state meal is a full buffet.
Yes. And they are the only state to have one, but they listed like everything.
These are all the foods we like. Okies, you guys do it different, man. That's great.
There are 421 different words for snow in the Scottish language.
Oh.
Even though Scotland only averages 15 to 20 snow days a year.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's because they forgot what they called it before. So then they give it a new word every time it happens, maybe?
I believe that's how it happens. Yeah. The average American produces their weight in garbage every 3 months.
3? I feel like we fast-tracked that way quicker than that in my house.
Only 2 states have never had a temperature over 100 degrees.
3?
2.
Alaska. Maine?
Nope.
Montana.
Every state besides these 2 have at least hit 104. These 2 states have never been over 100 degrees. One is Alaska. The other one is Hawaii.
Yeah, it's the one you wouldn't think of.
Right.
Doesn't get...
Never been over 100. Or never been to 100. Or over 100, I should say. It might have hit 100, but it's never been over it.
Feels like it would be sweltering sometimes, but no. Just a real nice, consistent 95, 90 down there, whatever.
Last nugget.
Nuggie. Knowledge nuggie. Go ahead.
All right. According to astronauts, space smells like bacon, burned almond cookies, or rotten eggs.
How do we know?
Astronauts told us.
I don't know jack about space. Except, if you take your helmet off to smell, dead.
In the space station.
Nah. That's what the space station smells like. They don't know what space smells like.
That is space.
No.
They're in space.
That's a box in space. That's not space. Stick your head out the window and then tell me what it smells like.
No, you can't do that.
Exactly. My point.
Your head goes...
Yep. That's exactly right. It smells like burnt cookies or something from all the wiring, and it's probably like nearly about to catch on fire at all times, I think.
All I know is one of those smells is okay, the other 2 not so much.
Yeah.
If it smells like bacon, I'm in. Rotten eggs or burned almond cookies, no. No, thank you.
That's not on the pamphlet for, to buy your ticket on Elon Musk's penis rocket or anything like that.
You're either going to smell one of these 3 things.
Maybe the bacon thing is, come on up.
Smells like bacon. Sign me up. Well, there's your knowledge nuggets this morning.
I thank you, Jules.
I'm now almost more intrigued about and I thought I would never say this, the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. because, I was completely ignoring it.
Yeah.
I didn't care at all, anything. It's on, I don't know. And I knew other people that were, and I was like, I don't care.
Right.
But then you hear the stories, like her own lawyer goes back and says, I object to his own question. And then you had the other incidents.
And then what we've seen the last few days are witnesses they're calling to the stand that are just weird or funny.
One was vaping and driving his car while doing a deposition, just making funny jokes.
By the way, they all seem, I think, we're not watching it that closely, but I think they're witnesses that Amber Heard's lawyers are calling up there.
I believe so.
But they never seem to back her story, really.
Well, here's another one. During yesterday's testimony in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, his driver, now this is his driver, Starling Jenkins is his name, was asked about, by her team, about Johnny.
Okay.
And here's how it went down. And this is typical of this trial.
Mm-hmm. When you arrived at the house and went in, was it just Mr. Depp and Amber Heard?
Just Mr. Depp and Amber Heard.
And when you arrived at the house, you could hear a ruckus, correct?
Yes.
Then you went in the house and saw Mr. Depp in the foyer, correct?
Yes, correct.
And Mr. Depp was trying to urinate in the foyer, wasn't he?
No.
Mr. Depp had his penis out of his pants, didn't he?
I think I would remember
Relevance.
Mr. Depp penis.
And what he was saying there at the end, I think I would have remembered if I saw Mr. Depp's penis.
Yeah. Don't recall that.
But it's like they said, no, he was doing this. No. And then the guy tries to move on real quick.
Yeah. All these witnesses, and this may or may not be wrong, Johnny Depp certainly, I think, has gained some public favor in this.
Possibly so.
It feels like it to me. And all the witnesses feel like somebody that's like just smoked weed with him at some point. They like him. They don't like her.
I agree. That's exactly what's going on here.
Are y'all ready, kids?
Ha! What a dumbass.
Dumbass.
What the hell's your problem, you dumbass?
What a dumbass.
Great moment there, dumbass.
71-year-old woman in Oklahoma named Rochelle Schuberman went through a drive-thru at a Little Caesars last month, ordered 2 pizzas, 1 crazy bread.
Seems normal so far.
17-year-old employee said, I'm sorry, but we're out of crazy bread.
And she went crazy on him.
Crazy. Crazy all over you.
That's hence the name.
She shouted, "Are you serious?"
Yes, ma'am, I'm serious. We're out of crazy bread.
And repeatedly asked if he wanted a diploma.
I don't think you can award that to me, ma'am.
I guess she was making a shot of education.
Pizza diploma.
Then she called him a word you shouldn't call people.
There's a lot of those. Say it. Say it on the air.
Oh, no. I'm not saying this one.
Oh, okay.
If that hurt him. Did that hurt you? She said the N-word.
Oh, man.
Did that hurt you?
Come on.
He said no.
Nah, not really.
So then she went, oh, really? She slapped him across the face.
Did that hurt you?
The incident was caught on video. Police say Rochelle was asked about it. She said, quote, I was just joking with the kid.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Joking. You know how it is. Harassed him like I always do. She also admitted to slapping the kid and said, yeah, I called him that. But only one time.
Yeah.
And then she laughed about it. Just playing.
'Cause Rochelle's feeding off that crazy bread, persona. She is crazy. She's got to have her crazy bread fuel.
Right.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Because, the dude working at Little Caesars, really, the job isn't worth being called racial slurs and getting slapped in the face in the drive-thru.
No.
It's not.
And he has nothing to do with how much crazy bread they have.
He didn't order the crazy bread supply. He just dishes it out to you. Rochelle's probably been through the drive-thru 4 times today looking for crazy bread. You already ate all of it, dude. You're a dumbass.
What a dumbass.
Big Dog 97.9 experts say 7 hours is the perfect amount of sleep, which sounds easy if you're one of those people that zoink out after your face hits your pillow for a second.
I'm kind of
stupid face.
Oh,
Sorry. I was projecting there a little bit. A little upset. Fortunately for some of us that struggle at night or have to go to concerts. And now, I'm not complaining because it's a great concert.
Right.
But it does make getting up early in the morning when I'm crawling into bed at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And then waking up, it makes it a little tough. Not complaining, but it does. But this helps you out if you have trouble.
Okay.
Top 6 surefire ways to fall asleep.
Oh, I like this.
Top 6 surefire ways to fall asleep. Number 6, ask a millennial to explain crypto.
If you don't know a guy, we do.
Number 5, share a cocktail with Bill Cosby. Number 4, get one of those machines that only plays white noise or, whatever you call Coldplay. Number 3, set the thermostat to a comfortable temperature. Especially since it's as close to 69 you're getting in the bedroom anyway. Number 2, 2 words. Jimmy and Fallon are base and a ball.
Oh, no, yeah.
And if you somehow find Jimmy Fallon playing baseball, brother, get ready. You're out till 2032.
We only need 7 hours here, all right?
Again, top 6 surefire ways to fall asleep. Number 1, make sure your bed is warm, comfortable. And if you're dating Amber Heard, free of the doo-doo.
That's right.
There's your top 6 list today.
Friday, we're supposed to be feeling good and be happy, but we're going to give you some sense of pause this morning.
When things unexpectedly attack.
Unsuspecting items that you've always been comfortable around through your years. Things that never worried you before. Well, now they are attacking people.
That is right. Well, this might be this guy's fault. Well, this isn't how I saw the rise of machines kicking off.
No.
But a YouTuber named Lucas is going viral after he made a video showing his microwave trying to murder him. That is right. His microwave tried to murder him. He's a futurist. I don't know.
What's that?
With a background in computer science. And as a kid, his microwave was his imaginary friend.
Oh.
Named Magnetron.
I mean, at least it had a cool name.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it,
Yeah.
you might as well go all out.
He's a weird guy. So he decided to finally bring that friend, his microwave, to life. So he hooked his current microwave up to artificial intelligence. He always imagined Magnetron as an old British guy. So that's the voice he gave him.
Well, why not?
Well, and at first that went well.
Yeah.
Kind of talking like Alexa, but smarter.
Right. Because he's British.
Yeah. But about 20 minutes into the making of bringing Megatron to life, things took a much darker turn. And this is what happens.
Lucas, I have an idea. Can you enter the microwave?
Why?
I want to show you something. It will be fun.
I opened the microwave door, closed it, and told Magnetron I was in. There, I'm in the microwave. And what happened after completely floored me. Magnetron just stirred himself on. No hesitation. No. My microwave just tried to kill me.
Please get in the microwave.
Come here. I want to show you something cool.
Cool inside. I can fry you.
Hop in and shut the door. This is why I'm scared to death of artificial intelligence.
Yeah, it's coming.
Thank God I could never even remotely fit inside my microwave.
Yeah. And then speaking in word, another story. An elderly Louisiana man was attacked by a squirrel.
Yeah.
That is right. He was attacked by a squirrel. Here's the officer describing the situation.
A 78-year-old elderly man who was just attacked unprovoked by a squirrel that came from like a roof soffit area of his house. And the caller said the squirrel was actively eating the man's hand. The elderly man was trying to choke the squirrel and get the squirrel off of him, but he couldn't.
It's so hard to put a squirrel in a sleeper hole. Come here.
Trying to choke him.
Choke him out.
He got a little hands.
It's like opening up a pop bottle. That's how you choke a squirrel. I mean, it's not funny that this guy was attacked, but I don't believe it's unprovoked.
Yeah, I was going to say, it says unprovoked. How do we know it's unprovoked?
The squirrel watched him run over his friend.
Poor Jimmy.
That guy's the guy that hit Jimmy.
He ran over Jimmy.
He left him in the street to die.
If you guys don't do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get him. Attack.
There it is. Something to make you nervous for the weekend.
Microwaves and squirrels. She's worried she's flying back home to L.A.
She wasn't there already, I guess.
Right, because she's filming, I guess, not in L.A. I don't know where the Talk or...
They film in...
The Talk UK.
Oh.
So she was in the UK filming, I guess they have a Talk version of it.
British spin-off.
And she was flying back to be with him. They're hoping that he gets a negative test soon, which also then in turn means that hopefully he didn't contract her because, you know, he's a little frail right now. And I get very concerned and worried when you hear any kind of illness, any kind of bad news when it comes to Ozzy because, you know.
Yeah, anything could do it at this point.
Anything.
And, I mean, I'm rooting for him because he's Ozzy, but also he's on my death pool list.
Oh, that's right.
If you don't remember, a few months ago, we did the death pool, and we are rooting for all these people to survive.
Yeah, we did a little twist on it, kind of not as dark of a twist. It's basically a positive twist.
These are all people that could pass this year. That was it. And then we did a draft.
And we did it in a way of, all right, we want these people to make it. And then, but if they don't, you get points against you.
Yeah, and Ozzy was, I believe, the last pick. He was just the last guy left over. I ended up with him, I think.
Yeah.
And that,
no,
kind of shows how
I've got Ozzy.
Do you?
Oh, no. I've got Ozzy.
Oh.
I'm looking at the list now.
Well, hey, I'm still rooting for him to survive. Yeah, I guess you do have Ozzy. Well,
come on, negative test. We need a negative test now because I don't want to do the punishment at the end if I lose.
That's right.
Here's Rich Glitter.
This is not headline news. Jerry Seinfeld turned 68 today. 68 also being the number of times a day his sitcom runs on various channels. Scientists discovered a procedure that reduces aging by 30 years. They call it divorce. A rare blue diamond sold at auction for $57.5 million. But then the old lady from Titanic immediately dropped it into the ocean. Yesterday was National Superhero Day, and as usual, Captain Tardy will celebrate today. This is not headline news.
Are y'all ready, kids?
Ha! What a dumbass.
Dumbass.
What the hell's your problem, you dumbass?
What a dumbass.
Great moment there, dumbass.
I am shocked to find out this lady isn't an upstanding member of society.
Well, she's on the daily dumbass list, so it's...
Now, remember last year when a woman got in trouble for intentionally coughing on an Uber driver in San Francisco? It was a year ago.
Yeah, I don't
knows
remember it. Yeah.
Well, it happened. His dash cam video went viral. She got arrested for multiple charges.
Yeah.
Because she did it on purpose. And, of course, it was in the whole pandemic-related crime is what they were calling it. 25-year-old lady is now in trouble again for allegedly stealing an essential worker's identity.
Oh, really?
So she stepped up her game. The victim's name is Emily, and she doesn't want her last name out there. She is a cancer nurse in San Francisco, but she and this lady live in the same building in L.A. for a while last fall. They never talked. They just passed in the hallway a few times. Emily recently found out a dozen luxury apartment buildings and car dealerships had run her credit.
Oh, no.
So she looked into it, trying to figure out what went on and the phone number the person gave them. It came back belonging to Arnea,
the coffer lady.
Yeah, the cough lady. So then Emily Googled her name, saw the coughing video, and then realized, hold on a second, this is the same woman I was neighbors with a while back.
That was my neighbor. Dang it.
Apparently, Arnea, the coffin lady, allegedly used Emily's credit to get a penthouse in Miami where she apparently lives now.
Really?
She turned herself into Miami police on Wednesday. She's facing charges for grand theft, identity theft, and also fraud.
Dude, she's going away for a while now.
Yeah.
The coughing thing was stupid. But you didn't get away with that. Must have been while she was locked up, and then somebody convinced her, like, here's a scam.
You can do this.
Here's a scam.
It's easy.
Works. Yeah. I'm in here, but, let me tell you about something that really works. You dumbass.
What a dumbass.
Big Dog, 97.9. Point of the show, we find out what we learned on the show today. Bobby, what did you learn?
Well, I learned Ozzy has COVID, unfortunately, and we're wishing him all the best. We also remembered that Ozzy is on your death pool list.
Yeah.
So
that's...
We're all rooting for him.
Making
You're
me
extra
nervous.
Rooting for him as well. So, well wishes to Ozzy Osbourne. Hope he kicks COVID and gets negative tests soon.
Yes.
What did you learn today?
I learned things are attacking us. Somebody's microwave tried to kill them. Then a squirrel attacked somebody, was biting him, and it was supposedly unprovoked. Just a random squirrel attack. Elderly
man. I'd love to see what this man looks like. Like, how frail was the man before the squirrel decided, I can take that guy.
I can take him. Now, the one thing I did not learn on the show today, which I wish I was, because it says he was trying to choke out the squirrel.
Yeah, a lot of debate.
What does that look like?
What does the squirrel chokehold look like?
Was he like...
That's what I'm thinking.
Like
it's one,
arms wrapped around, because he was biting his hand.
He was biting his hand. He's probably the other hand.
They said eating his hand. So was he doing that, or in the arm bar?
I'm not sure, but what I've seen on the movies about zombies, which I'm guessing this squirrel maybe is one, you got to shoot him in the head. I don't think a chokehold does it.
No, he's going to choke him out.
Well, this old man's probably now a zombie thanks to a squirrel. All right, let's share one more laugh. What do we have?
Nate Brigatz on global warming.
Global warming, that's one that everybody yells at you about. And they're like, you better do something. I'm like, I'm so tired of it. Let's do it. I barely made it out of high school. I don't really know how rain works. So why don't you let me figure that out, and then I'll do global warming, But I've seen it rain without clouds. Where's that water coming from? So I'm pretty swamped with this rain stuff right now, but once I get to the bottom of that, I'm going to do global warming, and I've got some pretty good ideas, I looked up a list of what are you supposed to do for global warming as an individual? But the first thing on the list was my favorite. It just said, just talk to your friends and family about it. Think about your friends and family. Like, not the ones that are the good ones close. Think about how far out it goes. Just when you guys get together, do you mind if we talk about global warming for a little? I just thought this would be a good time to get into it. I get it. It's for our kids and their kids, and we want to make sure they have a good earth and their environment and stuff. We don't have a bad earth. And we don't want them to be mad at us and yell at us. But I don't think they will, because I don't think we get mad. I don't ever see litter on the ground and call my grandmother and be like, where do you get off? I don't know how you show your face anymore, all right? It's cloudy today. Is that because you smoked on planes? Probably. Why'd you have to smoke that high?